Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Milwaukee Brewers. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you today. All eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. On the hill here today, Shane Drowan. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
About to get started here, Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. And we are underway in game one of the series. Way out front for strike two. For the K. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity, as they're facing tough offenses as well.
This one in the air, right field. Snags it on the run. And there's two down. Now here is Hunter Goodman. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. command has been the issue, no doubt. What do you see?
Just too many pitches in the heart of the zone. He's not commanding his pitches and working the edges up and down, in and out, and he's getting hit hard.
Two down, nobody on. He goes down looking. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Tomoyuki Sagano. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Yo, one. Right through there for a strike. Stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. 0-2 now. Chop to first. Julian. The flip to the pitcher covering. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Down to the 8th spot, a guy that's trying to get back on track at the plate, Joey Ortiz.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at-bat at a time.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. This is Bryce Terang, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Runner on the go. Pitch it for a strike. Throw to second. Bounces out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Bounce to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after. Back here in Milwaukee, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies.
0-1.
Throwing a 6'3" lefty, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson, the sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Ball 2.
In the dirt, and a count now even up. Good eye
Ball
right
3.
there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses.
Nope.
So a
Ball 4.
leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Ball one.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Moniak aboard here at first with nobody out. Struck him out swinging. That plays his third of the game. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone. If he can
Makes the catch for the second out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Tyler Freeman at the plate now. That's ball one. High in the air, out to right. Lara under it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at American Family Field. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras.
That's out.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. Out of here. His 24th home run of the season. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
That one a little bit high. Ball one. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Doyle makes the grab on the run. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Luis Lara in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
Ball, that's low.
That one misses. And that's ball three. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Upstairs, and that is ball four.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
That's in for a strike. Warburton into the outfield for a knock. They fired it quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy's plate has been great putting under pressure this year.
The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. On the ground to third. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Milwaukee strikes first on this solo jack. It's now 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the rookie third baseman, Blaine Prim. Ripped to first, caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
On the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jordan Beck will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Singing, he's currently the team leader in runs scored. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Two down, nobody on.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And down on strikes. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That one lifted to left. Beck moving under it. And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it, and some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool-looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B. But very, very cool.
So a man at first. Bryce Terran now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. If you're playing right now, tweet out, I was this many days old when I found out the Brewers glove logo is an M and a B. Hashtag MLB the show. Because I guarantee you there are people playing right now that had no idea there was an M and a B in that logo.
That's a great point.
Ball inside.
I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. That's a strikeout. Good-looking sweeper there. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. That's it for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Nice grab. Throw to first. What a play. Inning over. Milwaukee leaves one. Back here in Milwaukee as we go to the top of the fourth. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there. Well, these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
What a stop. Now a jump throw, and they get the out. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. He'll circle the bases. His 14th of the year. And they tie it up. It's 1-1.
That pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Mickey Moniak, the next to hit. He reached out a walk his first time. And that one fouled off. Foul ball there. One out, bases empty, going to run in. Top half of inning number 4.
Oh, that's good.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Oh. That's ripped. Base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Here comes the throw.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Did bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fought off foul.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
In the air to left center. Brings it in. Go ahead run on base. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Line to right his first pitch. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. here at American Family Field. On fire coming in, and man, he's still sizzling in this one.
Great command of his pitches. He's the whole package. If you're building a prototype in the lab, it probably looks a lot like this. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Back to work. 3-2 now. Left field. And it's out of reach after the slow first step. So a man on base to start the inning.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field, you're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball hit something like that, but you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Right through there for a strike. That's it for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Toe ball. Throw to first, but he beat it. One out man at first. Now here's Jake Bauers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. A little bit high. Ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, well, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Season, and they take the lead. It's 4-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. So impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger, that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball clear.
One down. David Hamilton getting ready to hit.
That's a ball.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. And he gets it. Nicely done. Rockies have some action in the pen. Jaden Hill, the right-handed sinker baller, who looks to be readying himself. Thompson getting cranked up as well.
jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jackson Sawyer will hit next. That misses, but it's rounded on. Man on second, 2 down. Here's a 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
Softly close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Julian. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started. Blaine Prim digging in for the Rockies.
All these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
To the mound, he's got it. In plenty of time at first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Bowers takes it to the bag, and the first 2 set down in the top of the fifth. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Jordan Beck.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Ball.
Strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Rockies are down quietly, and they trail it 4-1. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Jaden Hill.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. Well, these Brewers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
That velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Runner takes off. Safe and second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. And it's second. That one almost hit him. Check on the runner. Terrain dives back in safely.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game. And it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air, right field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2. This one ripped, but foul to the right. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. Fouled off left side.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Ball.
Got him looking. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. Mitchell not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. That's in there. That's strike 1. Terrain on third with 2 out. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That is the inning. Brewers strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Ezekiel Tovar digs in now.
Ball 1. Hey.
The 1-2. Liner to second and picked on the high. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Ball 1.
Chopped left side. Hamilton. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Next for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. A walk, and he's also single. Towards first, Bowers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Juan Mejia. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Thompson warming up as well. Here's a 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
And there's
Oh,
the
that's
ball.
off the plate.
Absolutely throws him with a backdoor slider for strike 3.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
So up next, Joey Ortiz. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Ball. Hey.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Hamilton not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits. Hill throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. The 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no doubt doubled off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it. And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broke.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone. You got a better chance of having success.
2 on, 1 out.
Whoa, that's down.
This with a changeup, and the count's full. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Kick for 3-2. In the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 5-1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jaden Hill out of the game. And he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Tanner Gordon.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Here bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far. If you don't have a good thrower behind the plate, he's going to still hurt almost standing up. That's a really good job of being aggressive by the base runner.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Right back to him on the mound. A On to first. And that's the third out. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Back here in Milwaukee, top of inning number 7, Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Fastball is outside.
Got to be down in the zone with that two-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it. Look at that right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just missed. And it remains 2-2. Swings through it for the K. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Jake McCarthy now at the plate. McCarthy struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, 1 now. To the right side. Tosses to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
And he'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But he just...
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Shane Droller will depart, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Lance McCullers Jr. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. And now Lane Trim.
Ball 1.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
Freeman off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And it finds its way through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. he drove it that way. And it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Oh.
Smoked into left field, base hit. So that's 3 straight hits with 2 outs, and the bases are loaded.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the left fielder, Jordan Beck. 0 for 3 in this one. Outside, ball 1. Left field, way back there. Gone! Grand slam! Oh, my! And this game is tied.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way. Down 4 late in the game. Things aren't looking too good at that point, but they refuse to back down. Great at bats to load the bases and get that time run to the plate, and boom, grand slam, and they're starting over. This should be a great finish.
Jet swing went around. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. At the stop, fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Big blast for Colorado, a grand slam. All even at 5 apiece. Back here at American Family Field, Bryce Terang steps in, leading the league in WAR, and that's no small feat, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, he measures everything, and he checks every box. Impacts the game in so many different ways.
He doesn't always grab headlines, but is essential to everything this team does.
Yeah, you said it, Boog. Reliability like that is gold over 162.
Oh,
Base hit, left center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Fastball for a strike. Next offering way off the plate.
Talk about breaking pitches away. You get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, but he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Saving second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Curve, hit right back to him. Swings to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3. And there's the strike. Swings through that.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow find back into this at bat through the count.
And it's second. And that misses. 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure. You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. He spits on that one.
Go-ahead run in scoring position. And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're at the top of the eighth. Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Aaron Ashby.
And as relievers go, he's got a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. There's a strike at the knees.
Put away off that pitch down.
Ball 2.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Toronto. 1. Over the Brewers. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
Oh, that's low.
That one ripped. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Rockies. This ball game still tied 5-all. Back here in Milwaukee, leading off, Jake Bauers. This one in the air, center field. Doyle in position, and there's one down.
Yep, that ball went out.
All tied up for the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that drops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Ball in.
And now it's filled up.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him swinging for the K.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
That's towards center. And that'll do it. Back here at American Family Field. All set to start the ninth in this one. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz throws to first in time. Now one gone in the ninth. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Swinging a ground ball, and it's just foul. That is close. Chopper right side. Terang. And it gets by him. And they get it. And this play made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. So digging in, Blaine Prim. But it curls foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're at the top of the ninth.
Oh, damn.
Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell under it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. The Rockies are out front 5-5. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Victor Vodnik gets the call from the pen.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Fouled off. He was late. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down in a low pitch.
Got it swinging for the strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. Get ahead on a good hitter as well. He's a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
That he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now here is Bryce Terang. Late swing, foul to the left. But trying to send this extra inning. Nope. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Great catch, foul ground up against. here in Milwaukee. On to extra innings. Edouard Julien digging in for the Rockies. New pitcher on here, Abner Uribe.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
No, inside.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Strike two.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it's second. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The relay. He's safe. And it's 6-5. That one fouled off. Pitches in there. That is strike two. One on, nobody out. A run in here in extra innings. Well struck left field. And that one hops the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Digging in, Ezequiel Tovar. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in extra innings. Line drive, brings it in. That is tagging for second and third. Go home, the run scores. Up by 2, it's 7-5. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That comes in for a strike. Out to short, Ortiz throws to first in time. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Mickey Monier.
That slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that hit.
Under down the right side, the foul. That's ripped into the outfield. Grabs it on the run. And that's the second. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Brennan Bernardino.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn.
And now it's William Contreras. He's already homered in this game. Ripped to short. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. Ground ball on that to the infield. Here comes the runner. Just so easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. One down, runner at first. Next for Milwaukee, Luis Lara. Swings and misses. And that's strike one. Throw comes into second and safe. He beats it.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down. Chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Gary Sanchez. Runners at first and second for him with 1 down. side to hook off into the seats. The Rockies trying to close out a one-run lead. They're the home team trying to pull it out. That's off the inside corner. Ball one.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Big swing and a miss.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. Get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. This is where they earn their keep.
Big stop. Tying and winning runs aboard with one down. For the last half of the 10th. Outside low. Full count now. Joey Ortiz up next for the Brewers. And that'll load the bases.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a vertical at bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
At the plate, Joey Ortiz. Golden opportunity right here. And that is out of play. Now the 0-1. Just missed.
This team was hoping they wouldn't have to hit in the bottom half of this inning, but they did because the other team scored that run. But they battled back, got the runs they needed for an awesome walk-off win.
And a final 8-7. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Milwaukee Brewers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today on the hill, Robert Gasser. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward. Just about ready to roll, Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Just underway here in Milwaukee. Gasser, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Late on that fastball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got it. That went away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Hunter Goodman.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big, they feel like,
oh, now a great stop, and they get the out.
Well, credit the base runner there for a great secondary lead and beating the throw to second, but they don't give up, continue to try to complete what would be a double play, and they get the trail runner on the backside. Hey, you know what? That's a pretty good play. You'll take it.
Stepping in, Hunter Goodman. 2 hits yesterday. One was a home run. And right back to the mound. The throw to first. That's the third out. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Milwaukee. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Jose Quintana. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers.
That's a ball.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And a base
could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Yelich goes. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. That's down. One off the wall. Headed to the plate. He'll score. The Brewers take the lead.
Well, the start first is it gets the job done to bring home the run. A lot of times in today's game, the fielder's able to get to the ball and stays in like that. He hit that one pretty well. If he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. This is Bryce Terang. That catches the outside corner. 0-1. In the air to left center. Beck should have this one. One down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. This is an absolute powerhouse offense, Chris, and they piled up more runs than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, fans love this lineup. It's exciting to watch because they score in bunches and are always in a good position to win. Pitchers need to hit their spots or it'll be a long game.
Strike on the inside corner. Contreras wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. Still 2 challenges left for them. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. In the dirt, blocked. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
Here's a high chopper. Throws the first in time. Now here's Jake Bauers. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in the season. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Base hit into the outfield. Rolls to third, in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Fouled off left side. There's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We move to the second in Milwaukee. Milwaukee leads it 2-0. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. Out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. Got him. Nice play. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
Ball one. Ball two.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Freeman hits it in the air. 2 down. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the second. Luis Lara up now for the Brewers. Swings and chases a low one there. Backed off the plate that time. That one the other way. Makes the catch, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Check swing called strike. Strike one. On the ground to third. Krim. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to the Brewers, David Hamilton. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
On the ground, out to short. Play made, that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Well, these Rockies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Booth.
Slings to first in time.
And this lineup has no choice but to make an adjustment in the second half of this game. They have to try something different if they want different results.
Come back there to the mound. Fires to first in time. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jordan Beck will hit next. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Check swing went around. 0-2.
Ball one.
Line drive. Brings it into the third out. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. And they're down 2-0. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Ball one.
Late with the swing there. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out of the left center field.
Well, Boog, the biggest storyline coming in is just how hot he's been at the plate. Today's no different. Already producing. He's a true X factor.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or well.
Swing, ball well struck. Very well. Out of here. A 2-run homer, and they add to their lead.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
To the right side, Freeman throws to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
And now it's William Contreras. 0 for 1 so far.
No,
And
that's
Chris,
down.
his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Just missed. 2 runs across in the inning. Here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a ground ball to go. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. That misses, and that's ball 1. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Chase Dollander, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Gordon warming up as well. For 1-1. Base hit. Down to a board. So up next, Garrett Mitchell struck out looking his first time. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. 2 on, 1 out. Ball 1. Good job to fight that one off. Foul tip into the mid, stuck him out.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Right through there for a strike. That misses. And 1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenge. 2 on, 2 outs. That one misses, and it's 1-2.
He's just missing with some pitches that they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Pitch misses there. Full count back. Pratt up next for the Brewers. Payoff pitch. This one in the air, right field. Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
A bit of a do-or-die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Back here at American Family Field. Start of the 4th, Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Flips the corner. It's 0-1. In the air out to center. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. The other way, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Hunter Goodman, the next to hit, rounded out his first time on. That one's upstairs, ball 1. One out, a runner at second, top half of inning number 4. Way out front for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there, just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 out.
Nope, that's the ball.
Popped in the air, left field, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for Colorado. They're down 4-0. Back here in Milwaukee, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Yoan. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jose Quintana out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Chase Dollander.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Man at first. Next for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Dollander measures 6 feet 2 inches, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. Outside low, but it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike. Goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Pratt leads off first with 1 away.
That's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Jackson Choria digs in now.
Coming in hot, and we've seen more of the same in the box today. He brings a real confidence to this offense.
0-1.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Line drive. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Brewers strand 1, but they're in front 4-0. Back here in Milwaukee, we go to the top of the 5th. Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies.
All these Rockies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Here's a 2-0. That one fouled hard the other way.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one down. Popped up. Bowers settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Two down, bases empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Troy Johnston. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Ball. That's down.
Two down, nobody on.
Outside. That's a ball.
And that is downstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's ball 4.
That's a ball.
He did
Take the
not
bait.
take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. And that drops in for a strike. The Rockies down by 4. We're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it's trapped. And he makes the catch. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Brewers 4 and the Rockies nothing. Bottom of the inning. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And that one hammered way back there. And it stays there. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Man at second. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Doyle moving under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers.
One.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-0. Late on that fastball.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
That one's in there. That is strike 2. stays alive. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Popped up to the left into foul ground, and that'll do it. 5 innings. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Base knock center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Robert Gasser won't go any further tonight. And a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. New pitcher on here, Chad Patrick.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Patrick, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Beck gets his lead at first, nobody out. On the ground, Terang. And he beats it. He's safe. Mickey Moniak now at the plate, 1 for 2. Swinging a foul straight back. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. There's one. Over to first, safe. In the air on the infield, Bowers. And there's 2 down. Jake McCarthy will hit next. Foul ball there. The Rockies with a chance to get back into it. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Smoked on the ground a second. That ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at American Family Field. Well, we go bottom 6. Luis Lara up now for the Brewers.
That was straight queso right there.
In the air, left field. And it's a foul ball.
Ball, that's
I thought
high.
he'd bite right there.
And down on strikes. 1 up, 1 down. Up now for Milwaukee, Cooper Pratt. His split numbers between June and July there. towards left center field. That's well struck back there. And it one-hops the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Foul ball. Man at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Takes it in for the out. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. In the air to left center. Beck gets under it. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We're through 6 full. It's the Brewers 5 and the Rockies nothing. This is back here in Milwaukee. We go to the top of the 7th. Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. Hey, Freeman thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they still got both their challenges. This one in the air, right field. Lara takes it in for the out. And there's one away. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact.
Oh, that's low.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
In the air, right field. Lara under it. And there's 2 down. Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that. And it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that is that. Rockies are down quietly. It's 5-0. New pitcher now, Keegan Thompson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
He's been an absolute hitting machine, Boog. The hype is real. Major contributor for this team.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Thompson, 31 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. Misses the sweeper. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Nope.
Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Juan Mejia appears to be getting loose. Gordon also getting ready. And the 1-0. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Beck on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3.
Ball, that pitch is up.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-1. And the sweeper misses.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Off the outside edge, ball 4. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. A sliding stop over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1 as they are unable to add. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Strike 2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Jackknifes out of the way. Nice grab. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. In the air, right field. Lara in position. And there's 2 away. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
That's outside. Ball, that's inside.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. It's the Brewers 5 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at American Family Field. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And it's fouled away. Strike two.
Ball.
That one way inside. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Luis Lara. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air center field. Doyle settles under this one. One away. The kick in the pit. Runner goes. That's just for a strike. Throw to second. Save. And it's second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Got him swinging.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Keegan Thompson departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second. Juan Mejia will take over here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Near the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner on the go. In the air, right center. This is Matt. Way back and gone. Christian Yelich leaves the yard. His 23rd of the year, and they add on. That one just sounded good.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
So 2 down, Jackson Shorty getting ready to hit.
He's been locked in lately, and today's been no different, Boog. Really good balance in the box. It's been impressive. Just looks comfortable out there.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you
expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Two down, nobody on.
Yep,
And
that ball went out.
outside. They're now 3-0. Bryce Terang into Milwaukee on deck service. That's ball four, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close. Power relievers, one after another, coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Runner takes off. Strike it there. Save it second, and he easily steals the bag. Choria at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. Christian Yelich crushes this one for the Brewers. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. All set to start the 9th in this one. Leading off, Mickey Moniak. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Ball one.
Oh, great stop. The throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-2.
He wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next for Colorado, Jake McCarthy. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jared Koenig gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Makes the catch. One down.
Nice swing. Good, solid contact. I thought it smoked, but even a little more lift getting to the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Swings through that one for strike one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And it's 0-2. Got it. Splendid. Rockies down to the final out. 2 outs. Base is empty. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. And he swings and misses at the initial offer. They're down to their final strike. Just off the inside edge. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
8-2 the final here for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Schaumburg. Thanks for joining us. here in Milwaukee. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Jacob Misiorowski. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
All right, first pitch coming up. Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. And away we go here in Milwaukee. That one in triple digits.
See that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Pitch is in there. That is strike 2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Lara should have this one. 2 up, 2 down. Next for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. 3 for 8 in the series coming in.
Hey!
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here comes the 0-1. Now one miss.
Ball 1.
Goodman with a homer in his last game.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score. Back here at American Family Field. Today's starter for Colorado, Michael Lorenzen. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Doyle settles underneath it. And there's one away. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases.
That's out.
Lorenzen, a former All-Star, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Next offering is fouled back. Two down. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down. Breaking ball misses down and away. Draws the walk
Oh, boy,
there.
that's up.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. Andrew Vaughn now.
Ball one.
The 1-0. Runner takes off. That's it for a strike. Throw. Save. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. That one ripped but foul. One-two now.
That's ball two.
Just misses without. Turan, the runner at second with one away. Out towards right center field. Doyle has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. The tag. See.
In there.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Gone. A laser to left. Homer number 25 of the year. The Brewers score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting the home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. Just like BP all over again.
So 2 down. Next to the Brewers, Jake Bauer. 3 for 6 in the series so far. Swinging a ground ball and foul ball. Down, nobody on. And right back to the mound. The throw to first. That's the third out. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. And it's 2-zip. Back here in Milwaukee, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. That's a strike. Yo one. Late with the swing there.
They can live up in the zone all game, and hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. That skips over the fence, so
over.
it's an automatic double. Freeman hits it in the air. Turan gets under it, brings it in. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. So digging in, Edouard Julien. And that's fouled off. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league.
Nope.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he...
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. His 7th home run of the season. And we're level. It's 2-2.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted with his ball.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here comes the 0-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Strike 2. That's towards center. Lara under it. He's got it. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and next is the designated hitter, Jordan Beck. Check swing, and he went strike 1. Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Tied up here in the early going. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Save at second, and that was not close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on.
Now this one gets through. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline. 3-2, they take the lead. Just missed. In the dirt, blocked. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Lara on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. 3 runs. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Gary Sanchez.
Ball in.
Fouled off down the right side. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. One and two now.
Ball.
To the right side. Freeman throws to first and quickly one away in the second.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
Fastball is outside. Fouled off left side. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Cooper Pratt, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground to the left. And it gets fired. but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here at American Family Field, all set for the start of the inning. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. Fastball for a strike. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone, challenge these hitters, make him work hard for his outs. Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. See you later.
That's an aggressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. But there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that. And maybe just as many who don't have the approach. He's up on there travel. He's got the trade.
It's a drive out to right center. Way back there. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, dude. This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Freeman at it for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out. He's already homered in this game. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Ball back outside.
Julian over at first with 1 away. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's downstairs. And the count's full. Strikes him out with a hard hit. So in now for Colorado, Glenn Trent. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it. Already 3 runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 6-2. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Just off the inside corner. Ball 1. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
That's Bolton.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one misses.
Outside.
But the count is filled up. Line drive, base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit. Fly to center his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Doyle settles underneath it. And there's one down. Ripped to first, caught. The tag gets him, and it's a double play. Back in the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Right through there for a strike. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Check swing, and he went 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch. Good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
You know, he's been a tough out for a good stretch now. Pitchers just haven't been able to figure him out. He's been doing a really good job of getting on base as well.
This one in the air right field, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 0-2. And ball 1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Tovar thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. The Rockies strand 1. They lead it 6-2. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Singy. Sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side. Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to...
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. On the ground. Gets it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Jake Bauers. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
do it again. Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Next offering upstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finished. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Ball one.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Sanchez takes it in for the out. One away. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to first. Just got on that one. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging. Heat too much on that one. It's the Rockies 6. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Gary Sanchez. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
Well, these Brewers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs. Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Oh, 0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Brewers down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to second, might be 2. To Tovar. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now the shortstop, Cooper Pratt. There's a strike. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Juan Mejia, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Gordon getting loose as well.
Inside, ball one.
That just
Ball
misses.
2.
Ball 2. Now fly ball to right center. Moniak takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Now there's a pull down the line, and it stays fair. Rounds third, headed to the plate. He'll score easily. It's a 3-run game, 6-3.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And on second, 2 down. Out to short, Tovar. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 6-3. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. And now, Blaine Crim.
At the ball. Hey!
Swings through that one out in front that time. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
That's a ball.
And that one hit to first. Vaughn steps on the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies is Ezekiel Tovar.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
This ball's chopped on the ground. To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Rockies 6 and the Brewers 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Juan Mejia.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him. Everything came together for him, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Slider right there.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you can...
Runner on the go. Strike is there. Throw to second. Bounces out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
A 1-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 gone. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one.
Nope. Outside.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's in for a strike, a slider. Outside low, 2-1. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Brewers go down quietly, and they're still back here in Milwaukee. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
circle the bases. His 12th of the season, and they add a run. It's 7-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
The 1-0. Right side, hard hit. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Ground ball, left side. And it goes just foul. Pitch misses. Ball 2. Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Good job to fight that one off. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls
in time to ball. That ends the frame. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. It's now 7-3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And first offering is fouled off. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Jaden Hill, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Gordon warming up as well. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Struck him out looking. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. His righty-lefty splits there. Swings through that one for strike 1. Mejia, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Tapped softly on the ground. Krim. Slinging it to first in time.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. New pitcher on now, Jaden Hill.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Christian Yelich, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one not close, and the count is 2-0. That's inside.
Ball 3.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that one is up the wall. starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Cooper Pratt digs in now. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Brewers strand 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jared Kaner.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Gets him to chase after that one. In the air to left center. Pratt could have this one. And there's one away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
No, inside.
And that one finds its way through. And that's a 1-out single. Blaine Prim digging in for the Rockies. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Throw. Tag. Out. Great throw by Gary Sanchez.
Nice little battle of speed versus power right there. Great wheels on the base pass. Top-tier arm behind the dish. Really good transfer from that glove to the throwing arm. Got it.
He makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Rockies, but they still lead it 7-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Keegan Thompson.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. Struck him out looking. Ortiz wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Rockies leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One gone here. So a man aboard now with 1 away. This is Bryce Terang.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
That one in the dirt and gets away. No advance though.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important for getting back into this ball.
And that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Foul ball there.
Thompson, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts, and in a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Action in the pen down there. Brennan Bernardino, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Gordon also getting ripped. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
1-2. In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. Runner scores for second as they put one back. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that. You can rob a little soft player in front of you. But perfectly placed, so you were willing to hit it with it.
What a stop. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the RBI signal pushes across a run. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jordan Beck. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Outside corner for a strike. Ground ball right side, gone. He steps on the bag. Now one gone in the 9th. Swinging a foul straight back.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Got it. That's out number 2.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Splits the plate. Strike 2.
Going the ball wrong, and they need to score this inning in relief right here. They're doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
Oh. 2 down, nobody on. You're at the top of the 9th. Misses. Full count now. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. 3-2. Swing and a bouncer. Terang. And the inning is over. Rockies are down quietly. They hold a 7-4 lead. Brennan Bernardino comes out trying to close it out.
Coming on for the save here, and something he couldn't get done in his last appearance. So let's see if he can bounce back and lock this thing up. A good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
0-1 now. Foul ball. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
Curveball over for a called strike. The Rockies trying to close out a 3-run lead. They're the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Stays alive. 0-2 now. Nice grab. There's one. A double play. That might send some folks towards the exits. 2 gone. Base is empty after the double play. Now it's Christian Yelich. On the ground right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rockies salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.